Now, one of the subjects that, of course, everybody would expect their collection guy to talk about is recession. And I know nobody is like, oh, Wilson, we were doing so good. Why bring up a bad subject? But I know as well as you do, you've ridden out those storms before. I think I'm at 3 or 4. You're in that same number, maybe a few more in the recruiting industry. So what does somebody need to be doing right now? Because whether it's in 6 months or in 6 years, a recession's going to hit. What do they need to be doing right now to try to recession-proof that business?
They can't have one client represent more than 10% of their income.
Okay.
Biggest mistake, 2008 to 2010, I had many companies call me like going, oh my God, I'm losing my business. And in almost every instance, they made 75% of their revenue from less than 5 clients. When those 5 clients quit hiring, they were dead in the water. So you have to be, you have to have at least a client base of 30 clients, 10 key accounts and 20 backups. And I believe you have to have a blended business. I believe you have to do both direct and contract, because during recessions, sometimes direct goes down, contract goes up, and vice versa. They've both been up now for 3.5 years. I've never seen this long. Contract is just as strong as direct right now. Direct is just as strong as contract. But you got to learn both of those so that when a recession does hit, if one goes up or down, you're still okay. And you've got a broad enough client base. And one more thing, you can't be a vendor. So many times they view us as one of many. And so I think you go from vendor to trusted advisor to consultant, and then you got to make your client your friend. You got to take them to dinner. You got to know their kids. You got to know their wedding anniversary. You've got to become part of their life, because if a recession hits them, they can only use one resource, and you've become the best listener in their life. You're their sounding board. You're the one that knows everything about them. They'll still do business with you. So if you're a vendor, if you're only communicating with email and texting, you're dead in the water. If you're their friend and you're their sounding board and you listen to understand where they're coming from, you don't give them solutions or judge them, they'll never want to lose you. So you got to position yourself differently with clients. Also, you got to make sure you got multiple contacts in every company, because our clients are changing more than ever. And so often you've got one contact, they leave, and now you lose the client. Sure. So that's another way to recession-proof, have 2 to 3 contacts at every company.
Yeah, that is really good news, and that is something that we learned the hard way, because with Adams, Evans, and Ross over on the collection side, we always see a little bit of a surge on the front side of of a recession, which is actually good for us on the front side. That last one was so weird. Towards the end, we saw about a 2% contraction, which is the first time that had happened. And part of that, and it probably took us about a year or 2 to get out of there, because we found companies being bought by other companies. Certainly. And the fact that we probably weren't in contact with them as much, we didn't know that happened. So the new people came in and things on those lines. I think having multiple contacts, and that is something that we do try to do, where we have the point of contact and then maybe a couple of backups. I think that's brilliant brilliant advice, and I can tell you that's one that I'm going to write down and share with our sales folks here in the next week's meeting. Now,
you know what else, Wilson? One more thing I want to add to that. I'm sorry to interrupt you. One more thing that I think is very important. We can't only talk to our clients when we're making money.
Yeah.
I was guilty of that for years. I only talked to my clients when we were working on deals, because I had other clients I was busy working on at other times. And then I realized, no. So I provide free training for all of my clients once a month. We do webinars. We send them an article of interest with updates on our most placeable candidates once a month. We keep our name in front of them often, and we're communicating. We're giving them trends. We're letting them know what's going on, even when we're not making money from them. Because what I hear from them often is they think we're just a paycheck. Mm-hmm. The people that are out there working as contractors know they're earning money for us every hour they work. Yeah. And clients, if they only hear from us when we're making money on them, they're not going to keep us informed. So it's positioning ourselves, again, as that wealth of information, that workplace expert, even when I'm not making money off of you.
No, I mean, I agree with you. And I think if I guess how I would internalize that is that you're giving value to their clients, even when they're not necessarily writing a check for it every single month.
So absolutely.